It is the SMT Media Network. In today's video, we're talking association and specifically LeBron and Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. And this trade that happened, I mean, it's had some weeks now. So, and Anthony Davis has been out and he's back, and that's exciting for the Mavericks. Their season is essentially over after losing their best players to extended time. But the Lakers, LeBron, Luka, they're looking to make their playoff push here. And news kind of comes out that maybe LeBron actually knew that Anthony Davis was indeed being traded. Maybe LeBron was actually behind the whole thing. And if you ask LeBron, the way he's kind of, executed this within the media and the way that he claims he didn't know. He claims he had no idea, that he wasn't aware of it and he had nothing to do with it and all those kind of things. And there have been people who have been speculating that this just isn't true. And there's reason for people to believe that. And I get it. And I made videos on this previously. And now we have a little bit of confirmation. There's some information coming out from Markieff Morris, who has a podcast. And I think he was speaking on one, which goes to show you the podcast culture is just a bunch of self-snitching guys in front of hot mics. But anyways, at least it gives us more access, right? As, YouTube content creators, as fans of the game. And Markieff was talking about how, LeBron indicated and made contact with his people that, they wanted Markieff in this trade. And the timing of it would indicate that they knew that they were going to be trading Anthony Davis for Luka, and they had Markieff involved in the trade. They wanted to obtain him in the trade and bring him into the Lakers along with Luka. And the way this coincides is that means LeBron knew, that means LeBron was behind the whole thing. And I just want to speak to, and it's not even really about that per se, but it's just, look at the history. LeBron has been influential and behind most of the trades that you've ever seen on any of the rosters he's played for. If you've seen players moved at trade deadlines, if you've seen players acquired at trade deadlines, if you've seen players acquired in the offseason, it's been him. He's had a very active hand in controlling rosters at every single team he's been at. He's never been without control or influence. I want to point to probably the most obvious and glaring one, which was what happened with Dwayne Wade in Cleveland. LeBron brought him there. Dwayne Wade wanted nothing to do with Cleveland. Why would Dwayne Wade go to Cleveland? For what? He's not from Cleveland. There's no personal connection to the city or the team. Dwayne Wade's history is with the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade, I believe, is actually originally from Chicago. That makes sense. But being in Cleveland was 100% connected to LeBron being there, right? And we're talking about after 2016. So this is like 17, 18 and all of that. And then later on that year, LeBron actually had Dwayne Wade shipped out of Cleveland because Dwayne Wade wasn't helping them win. He was a shell of his former self. Injuries really sapped Dwayne Wade of a lot of his athleticism, which is most of what his game was predicated upon. Not that he was a bad player, he just wasn't going to be good enough to help LeBron win a chip. Mind you, when you ask LeBron, when you ask Dwayne Wade, you will hear language like, "That's my brother. I got nothing but love for my brother this, my brother that." Man, LeBron had D Wade shipped out of Cleveland fast as hell because he brought nothing to the table to them winning a chip. When you can't serve LeBron, no purpose, you're out of there, right? If you can't contribute to his cause, you are expendable, you are disposable, you are throwaway, you are single-time use, throwing you in the trash. My brother, right? My brother this and my brother that. Folks, it is glaringly obvious. This is just a 2.0 situation to what happened with Dwayne Wade. It is exactly the same. If LeBron doesn't feel that you can help him win a championship, my brother goes out the window. And then it becomes, some sob story, some media narrative, how he's sad to see his brother go. And it's all fake. It's all fraudulent. It's all story time. These are fiction books being written by him and his people. They did AD dirty by not letting him know what was happening, right? Because AD is part of that same He has the same management company, right? His agent and all of that stuff. And they brought him to LA. But once they felt like he couldn't do enough for them, or do what LeBron needed, right? You think about it, LeBron is an aged star that, can't carry all the time, and that's understandable. You bring in Luka to do some of the same things LeBron used to do. Like Anthony Davis can't do that, right? In terms of bringing up the ball, having to run the offense and things like that. You basically brought the younger, better version of the old LeBron. You know what I mean? But look, I get it. I get it why people speculated that LeBron knew. Yes, because he's always in control and manipulation of all the situations. So yes, he absolutely did. Why the hell was he so willing to come out and just all of a sudden say, oh, I didn't know when I was at dinner? People see these things and they notice these things, So yes, LeBron knew. And yes, he had control. And yes, he had his hands in it. And yes, he did AD dirty. And he did D-Wade dirty. And all these other players in the past. Yes, that is who he is. That's what he always has been. And anybody who's making apologist commentary or trying to push the narrative that he didn't know, or LeBron's some righteous dude and all this, it's a bunch of bullshit. LeBron is a self-serving, media-controlling, egocentric, fading superstar who wants so badly to win a championship that he would screw his friends, brothers, right? My brother. There ain't no brothers with him. LeBron he's as systematic as it can be. He's so obvious. He's so easy to figure out. It's not complicated. It's all about his legacy. It's all about his achievements. If you can't help him get there, you're just throwaway. That's how LeBron is.